trade union movement started in our country after the establishment of Ameleperver Cemiyeti, the pro-labor association, in 1871. After the emergence of a working class with the development of industrialization, the first labor law, which was regulating the relationship between employee and employer, was enacted in 1936. The first law on trade unions, which recognized the right to unionization for only workers, was enacted in 1947. Trade unionism attained the legal basis first time with this law. Right to unionization for public servants was recognized the first time by the Turkish Constitution of 1961, and it was given by the law number 624, which was enacted in 1965. Unfortunately, to establish trade unions for public servants was disentitled by the constitutional amendments of 1972, which was a result of the 1971 Turkish military memorandum. This proscriptive decision continued regrettably quite a while. Because of the continuation of the same prohibition in the Constitution of 1982, which was enacted after the 1980 Turkish coup d'etat, public servants' trade unionism, which could not have constitutional and juridical status, did not find a chance to progress. Finally, the Council of State's decision in 1992 was a milestone in terms of public servants' unionism. After the decision, which indicated that the right of organization in the Constitution could be interpreted as including public servants also, public servants' trade unions started to use the term of union as a name. However, they were obliged to be founded and progress as an association. Besides, they did not have any juridical status yet. Public servants' unionism attained a juridical status finally by the law on the Public Servants' Trade Unions, Law No. 4688, which was enacted after the constitutional amendments in 2001. Our union campaigned for legislating this law in every platform. Social and financial rights of educators during the collective bargaining with the government proceeded in an inefficacious level on behalf of employees until 2011. During the constitution referendum in 2010, our union created an intensive pressure to remove the bargaining process with the government and switch collective bargaining to the collective agreement, and provided the article of a law concerning was included in the referendum. In the process of referendum, it launched a campaign with the slogan of "Yes for both social contract and collective contract," and provided current table of collective contract. According to regulations of the Law No. 4688, there is no need for any permission to establish a public servants' trade union. Trade union membership is not compulsory but optional. A trade union membership is obtained after the approval of the request for membership by the authorized body of the trade union. Resignation optionally from the trade union membership is always possible. Public servants who cannot be a trade union member is enumerated in the law. Apart from these people, trade union membership of any public servant cannot be blocked. The number of members of public servants' trade union is 1,756,000 out of 3,390,738 public servants, according to the official data in 2016. Accordingly, 71.64% of public servants is trade union members in Turkey. According to the same data, the number of members of r-Sen Confederasyonu, which is one of the umbrella organizations that r-Sen is also one of its members, surpassed 956,000 and approached nearly 1 million people. Therefore, 54% of trade union members and 38% of the entire public servants are members of the trade unions which are affiliated with r-Sen. r-Sen, whose number of membership reaches nearly 1 million, sits down at the bargaining table as the general authorized confederation on the behalf of 5 million employees and retirees during the collective bargaining period. While labor unionism is organized in 20 branches which are based on the basis of work branch by segments, public servants' trade unions, which are built upon their institutions' functional classification, are organized in 11 fields which are based on the basis of service branch. There are 11 general authorized unions related with these service branches in the structure of our confederation. The highest number of employees, which is totally 1,173,000, is in the branch of education, teaching and science among these 11 service branches. Our union, Eğitim Bir-Sen, is organized in this service branch. It's the greatest union among the affiliated trade unions in our confederation. Teachers who work for the Ministry of National Education, administrators of educational institutions, public servants of general administration, employees of assisted services, academicians, administrative staff, and employees of Kredi ve Yurtlar Kurumu, General Directorate of Credit and Dormitories Agency can be a member of the service branch in where our union is organized. Our union has 136 branches in the entire 81 provinces, district representations in the entire 950 districts, and a workplace representative in every school or university unit in Turkey. While the Central Executive Committee and branch executives of Eğitim Bir-Sen are determined by the delegates election, district and workplace representatives are determined by members election. Union executives who are determined by election hold office for 4 years. Due to the decision which was taken by our General Assembly, the same person can hold the office maximum for 3 periods. The General Management Board, the General Inspections Board, and the General Disciplinary Board are elected in the General Assembly of our union, which is composed of 300 delegates. The General Management Board is represented by a General President and 6 Vice Presidents. According to the text of the agreement that was signed between Eğitim Bir-Sen and the government in May 2016, the number of members of Eğitim Bir-Sen was 402,000, and this number has reached nearly 500,000. 34% of the total union members in this branch is affiliated with our union. According to the number of members, our union is the biggest union in Turkey. A brief history of Eğitim Bir-Sen. Eğitim Bir-Sen was founded by Mehmet Akif İnan and his 14 colleagues on February 14, 1992. Mehmet Akif İnan, the founder of our union, is a teacher as well as one of the prominent poets and thinkers of Turkey. In despite of all pressures, Eğitim Bir-Sen enhanced the number of members to 18,000 in 2001 and has increased the number of its members consistently every year. Eğitim Bir-Sen, as the general authorized union in the service branch in where it is organized, has sat down at the negotiation table with the governments for signing a collective agreement on the behalf of the entire educators since 2011. It achieved to gain many financial and social rights as a result of collective bargaining. Eğitim Bir-Sen is not a union which is carrying out only wage unionism. Besides being a union, it acts like a non-governmental organization consciously. It acts to the involving subjects which are related not only with the educators and employees in education, but to the entire humanity sensitively, and it makes an effort to participate in the entire activities which are defending the human rights and freedom in Turkey and in the world. For guaranteeing its members' career, Eğitim Bir-Sen provides legal support consistently to its downtrodden members by assigning advocates, bringing and following lawsuits on behalf of them. In addition to the international conferences, panels, workshops, meetings and councils, Eğitim Bir-Sen follows the education by publishing monitoring and evaluation report of education annually, determines current problems by the help of field study reports, and gives a direction to the educational policies by publishing periodicals and scientific studies. Eğitim Bir-Sen prepares books, organizes short film and literature contests, and releases albums as contribution to art in the context of cultural unionism. r-Sen makes acquainted with different union experiences in different places and aims to develop an identity in a university dimension to the labor struggle by expanding the education and collaboration networks day by day. r-Sen undertakes social responsibility projects. In this context, today our members are protectors of 20,000 orphans in all over the world with the slogan, "All smile if an orphan smiles." Our union, which was established with the motto of not render right the powerful one, but render powerful the right one, continue its struggle for increasing the value of labor and expanding the realm of freedom. r-Sen